A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and the dream of a lifetime to be able to watch their heroes, their clubs, their teams, to see them live in this sort of environment. We've seen the excitement of the people here in the Dallas area flying in numbers to come and watch Real Madrid and Barcelona. These are clubs that move the masses, that move the needle, and we're so very fortunate to be here with them.
Pre-match drama. Barcelona with this lineup. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. Changes in the full-back positions with Jules Koundé and Alex Balde in for Serginho Dest and Marcos Alonso respectively. Ilkay Gundogan says he's still getting used to his new teammates, and vice versa. Frenkie de Jong and Ousmane Dembele make their first starts on tour. With what we saw when Bellingham was in Dortmund, and he served Dortmund especially well, but very much a box-to-box player. Although he's wearing 5 for Real Madrid, he's seen as, if you like, a 10.
And a different type of 10 as well. Not the guy that is just going to put his foot on the ball and is going to link up and is going to join in the attack. He's got enough physicality in his game where he can do that work defensively, but he has also that ability to cover that gap offensively. So as Vini Jr. and Rodrigo sort of split to wider areas, he has the responsibility then to be a presence inside the 18-yard box, and we saw that very well in the game against Manchester United, where he scored a great goal, making a run right down the middle.
It's a museum piece of a goal, as it was described. One of the newspapers offside here, the speedy Ousmane Dembele. Lewandowski was in there, and it's a fierce drive by Oriol Romeu. Looked as though that was going in. Well, hit with real power and precision. Trying to test Thibaut Courtois. Here they come again, Barcelona. Gundogan. That one just taking off. But my goodness, seconds ago, Xavi certainly enjoyed that strike from Oriol Romeu.
It's not just a strike, it's the build-up. It's Barcelona with possession. Hits it so very well, so cleanly. Thibaut Courtois really with a courtesy dive, because he's never getting there off the post and out. Unfortunate for Romeu and Barcelona.
Has been an action-packed beginning. Xavi looking up towards the giant scoreboard. And I say giant, I've never seen a scoreboard quite as big. It's right in front of our eyes, literally.
There, if Lewandowski gets his head up, Pedri had made a run through the middle of midfield into an open space that Eder Militao had left vacant, given the fact that he was going to go press the ball. Lewandowski instead absorbs the pressure, absorbs the foul. Militao takes him down. Opportunity gone.
You look here, Ali. Well, we catch our breath at this Real Madrid diamond and where Jude Bellingham is, and it's a different line of thinking in comparison with what we saw when Bellingham was in Dortmund, and he served Dortmund especially well, but very much a box-to-box player. Although he's wearing 5 for Real Madrid, he's seen as, if you like, a 10.
And a different type of 10 as well. Not the guy that is just going to put his foot on the ball and is going to link up and is going to join in the attack. He's got enough physicality in his game where he can do.
Terrific atmosphere here in the Lone Star State. The city of Arlington, the American dream city, and it's a dream match for these spectators. El Clásico Americano, as it was described in one of Spain's main football publications today. Barcelona against Real Madrid here in Arlington, Texas, where it's positively boiling outside, considerably cooler. I'm delighted to be able to report under the roof with the air conditioning and a searing hot atmosphere nonetheless. And it is a grass surface. It's usually an artificial surface for the NFL here, the Dallas Cowboys, but specially installed, and Real Madrid trying to get onto the front foot straight away with Rodrigo. Ali, for you, what will be the keys to this?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see that.
Two things a little bit different. Alex Balde, he was certainly a huge success story last season. I don't think we really had an inkling at the beginning of the campaign, Ali, that he was to become the left back of choice.
And in the case of Alejandro Balde, he became the starter for Barcelona because of his performances and the quality of his performances. So much so that essentially he pushed a club, I would suggest, legend Jordi Alba. He pushed him out with performances. I think that's the credit of Alejandro Balde and the credit of Xavi to make that big decision.
Yeah, that's a very fair comment. Barca fans no doubt delighted that İlkay Gündoğan is on board. Such a composed figure in midfield. He's been talking about growing accustomed.
That's a really good hit from Romeo. You cannot hit a ball any cleaner than that. Courtois is already late. Hits it so cleanly, beautifully done.
And here's Rodrigo. And to carve out a pocket of space. Can't quite place it on the target. One end to the other. That sort of tempo, that sort of pattern in the first 7.5 minutes.
And once again, we're talking about what are the matchups defensively for Barcelona. It used to be very straightforward when you played Real Madrid. The guy that had a lot of movement and freedom was Benzema. But when you thought about what Rodrigo and Vini Jr. were going to do, they're usually going to be in wider areas. Sometimes Rodrigo would tuck to the inside. In this case, both Rodrigo and Vini Jr. are in central areas.
That was a mistake by Ter Stegen. Will Real Madrid be able to punish him? Just looking for the right angle. Again, happy to play their way out there, Barcelona. Straight away with Rodrigo. Ali, for you, what will be the keys to this?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see that matchup that we talked about so many times last season. Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr. Well, it's actually not Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr. 1v1 situation now because of what we see from Real Madrid and Carlo Ancelotti. Playing with a 4-4-2. Now Vini's going to be in a more central position. The communication between Jules Koundé and Ronald Araujo is going to be key for Barcelona to be able to address Vini Jr. and his movement.
Frenkie de Jong, as is his wont, dropping back into that deeper position in midfield. Romeo is the new anchor man. Back at Barcelona, vastly experienced. Remember, no Sergio Busquets anymore. It's going to take a bit of getting used to. And here's Dani Carvajal. And it's come out there by Andreas Christensen, who certainly got better as the season wore on last time around. Andreas Christensen. I'll tell you what, the fans here in Arlington, Texas are right up for it. Talking to somebody in the hotel earlier. Flown in from the Boston area. Long-time Barcelona fan. Didn't want to miss it. Rare chance to watch the Blaugrana on American soil. And Vinicius Junior trying to take off that time. Wriggling. It's away finally by De Jong for Barcelona, but the threat was there. And then Militao. Camavinga has to flank those passes in that fashion. Options here for Real Madrid. It's De Jong who smuggles it away. It wasn't hit with terrific authority in the end. Valverde came back to. He's a real favourite of Carlo Ancelotti, the Uruguayan. Valverde.
I think he would be the favourite of many coaches around the world, given the flexibility that he gives you as a player. Now, in terms of what Vini Jr. was able to do in that last sequence, we talked about that this is no longer a match of Ronald Araujo against Vini Jr. California, due to the virus outbreak, they then had a pretty
intense experience of 5-3 defeat against a highly motivated Arsenal in LA. Real Madrid beaten Milan 3-2 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, California, before wowing everyone in the match against Manchester United. Two classy goals from Jude Bellingham and Joselu over in Houston. And here they come. And there is Robert Lewandowski, the top scorer in La Liga last season, his first campaign in Spain, 6 years running now as goal-scoring champion in the division he's been playing in at that particular time. 5 in a row with Bayern before the move to Barcelona. It's such a treat, isn't it, for these supporters?
Absolutely. Role. Once Frankie de Jong and Ginga Gundogan sort of learn how to play together with each other, there has been a lot of conversation in Spain about the potential of them playing as a double pivot, side by side, and Pedri in a more advanced position. And let's not forget that Gavi's not playing today. That's a guy that's also going to be on the field. How do you find enough paces for all that talent? Well, that's why Xavi's got to make the tough decisions.
Two previous meetings of these two great clubs on American soil, two previous wins for Barcelona. Last year it was Rafinha with a brilliant goal to settle the issue. Not starting this game. Rafinha, we might see him later. Sure we will. Christensen going to ground that time. So away finally by De Jong for Barcelona, but the threat was there. And then Militao. Camavinga wants to flank those passes in that fashion. The options here for Real Madrid. It's De Jong who smuggles it away. It wasn't hit with terrific authority in the end. Valverde came back to. He's a real favourite of Carlo Ancelotti, the Uruguayan. Valverde.
I think he would be the favourite of many coaches around the world, given the flexibility that he gives you as a player. Now, in terms of what Vini Jr. was able to do in that last sequence, we talked about that this is no longer a match of Ronaldo Araujo against Vini Jr.
It comes of it in the end. It was Gundogan. Valverde came back to. He's a real favourite of Carlo Ancelotti, the Uruguayan. Valverde.
I think he would be the favourite of many coaches around the world, given the flexibility that he gives you as a player. Now, in terms of what Vini Jr. was able to do in that last sequence, we talked about that this is no longer a match of Ronaldo Araujo against Vini Jr.
It comes of it in the end. It was Gundogan. He's trying to make the move with the ball at his feet. There he is. Carlo Ancelotti. Of course, Brazil in his future. It's been part of the discussion. Exactly what his role with the Brazilian national team is going to be in the short term.
That's a really good hit from Romeo. You cannot hit a ball any cleaner than that. Courtois is already late. Hits it so cleanly. Beautifully done.
And here's Rodrigo. And to carve out a pocket of space. Can't quite place it on the target.